What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Cycles and Spiders again, and today we're finally going to do a tour of the Spiders and Cycles shack. So, you've seen it from above. Let's go in and have a look. There you go. So this is the Spiders and Cycles shack. Welcome to it. What I'm going to do is just talk you through everything in here. I will film some close-up clips on my other camera as well, and I'll chuck those in as I'm talking about what we've got in here. But yeah, so as you come through the door, you've obviously got all the spiders in this sort of racking area with the lights and stuff. A couple of house plants just because it makes it feel like a jungle and I like it. And then over here we have got my desk slash workbench, all my tools, tough mudder stuff, and the two bikes and some other bits and bobs over there. I've not quite finished it, but it's nearly done. And on the back of the door we've got some more bike stuff as well. So for those that are interested, the bikes are 2018 Specialized Diverge gravel bike and 2009 Specialized XC Specialized FSR XC Pro. And we've got my syndicate picture and stuff over there. Obviously we've got the laptop and stuff in there as well. In the bench that I built, we've got plug sockets flush in there. But anyway, let's get away from the boring stuff and get over to the spiders. Right, so we'll start from the top shelf and we'll work our way down. So in here we've got my Brachypelma vagans, nicknamed Aragog. This was my first tarantula. It sits in the back of that cave and never ever comes out. See it maybe once a month if I'm lucky, but he eats, or she eats. I think it's a he, we sexed it actually, it's definitely a he. So yeah, that's that one. Next in here, ignoring the price label because I haven't taken it off yet, we've got the incei, I believe. Yeah, incei that I got in my... Where did I get that from? That was in the tea cave box, the raffle box. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I'll chuck in some other clips. That has done some awesome looking webbing. Next we have got my mantis, which again is in there. You probably can't see it at the moment, but I'll get some decent clips. That one has just molted as well, which is really cool. Also up here we've got this extra fern, and there's another bromeliad there just in case everyone needs it. Moving on down to the next shelf, we've got my Brachypelma albiceps, which is in there. In a planted enclosure, it's relatively dry, seems pretty happy in there. Done a bit of burrowing under the cork bark. Let's have a look, see if he's out and about. There you go, so there he or she is. Next, in this sort of shallow but long enclosure, we have got the oh, I can't remember what that one is. Indian violet. What's the Indian violet called? Something fimbriatus. I can't remember. I'll have a Google and I'll come back in a second. Let me just look at my notes. Also in the next one we have got my adult male salmon pink. Let me just check the name of the other one. Obviously the salmon pink is a Lasiodora parahyabana. That one, Chilobrachys fimbriatus, Indian violet. So the back to the salmon pink. This is my second or third tarantula. He is old, so he just sits there. He doesn't really do much. Every now and then he eats, but that's pretty much it. Oh, there you go, you can see him moving around a bit. Yeah, he does nothing really. I got him from a friend with the enclosure. I just gave him the whole lot and said, look, he's been sat in my collection, I don't have any need for him. If you want him, you can have him until he sort of lives out the rest of his days. So he's here now, he seems happy enough. Moving down to the next shelf, we'll move this one out of the way for a second because that's a new one. We have got in here the Acanthoscurria Geniculata. just chilling there. Next we've got my Dubai roaches, or dubia roaches, they're in there. This one is a new spider. This was a rescue that I got a week ago or so. Lady said that her husband moved out and she needed to get rid of the spider, so I said I'll come and get it. So free tarantula, can't complain at that. Obviously the enclosure is not a permanent enclosure, it's just what I had at the time, but it will be getting a new enclosure relatively soon. This one is a Gramastola rosea, or rosea, Chilean rose tarantula. This is probably the grumpiest Chilean rose I've ever met in my life, but she is stunning. And like I said, I'll get some other clips as well and I'll put them all in, so you've probably already seen the clip that I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's a temporary enclosure for that one. What else have we got on that shelf? Oh, at the back we've got the timer for the heater that I'll get to in a bit. Bottom shelf, this shelf, just spares, and then the rest of it is car parts and bike tools. Next we've got my white rack that I made out of white-faced MDF that I got from work. So in the top we've got the 3 Caribena versicolours. They're all in their Ferrero Rocher enclosures. Let's see if we can turn them around. So we've got this one, which is the biggest one, followed by, I don't know if they all fit on this one. This one, which is like a medium size, is like third molt, second molt, not sure. Another tiny sling. And then this one, we have got an even tinier sling. So they just chill up there. Behind that's where my malts are kept at the moment. They're not really in any particular order, they're just there. Next we have got in here it's another Ferrero Rocher enclosure. That is a tarantula, and its name is a Armenia, not entirely sure how you pronounce it. Venezuelan sun tiger, or yeah, Venezuelan sun tiger. I'll put all the Latin names at the bottom as always. Then at the back we have got a really fat Brachypelma smithi, genuine smithi, not Hamori, which is pretty cool. And that one just is bolty and really fat. Then in this little rub we have got a Lasiodora parahyabana sling, which I never see, it just lives underground. It eats, so I'm not fussed. And then we've got, obviously we have got all the slings. So sling wise we have got Nhandu chromatus, followed by Caribena laeta, and we've got Brachypelma emilia. That one's got a bit of a molt stuck in its abdomen, but it doesn't seem to be causing any issues, so I'm just leaving it for now. Also looks like it's a bit mouldy, so I might have to clean that out very shortly. I'll do that after this video actually. Then in here we've got another A. Geniculata, which is hiding down the bottom. This one is a Brachypelma albopilosum Nicaraguan, which is the replacement one that I got from Tarantulas online. As you can see, it's got some food in there that it's not that fussed about at the moment, but it can stay in there because I can't get it out. Then we've got our Lasiodorides striatus, which again is just chilling. Eats like a pig, that one. This one you'll never see it. Oh, actually, no, you'll never see it. Nhandu coloratovillosus, but it is minuscule, as you've seen in previous videos. It comes out, but it's tiny. In here we've got a Gramastola pulchripes, which again lives in a hole at the moment. I think it's going to molt soon. And then we have got in here, there's supposed to be a pumpkin patch, but since I put it in there I've not seen it. It looks like it eats because the food always moves around, and there is a little hole, so I'm going to presume it's in there, but it is minuscule. So yeah, that's all the slings. Rest of the shed we've got spare tubs, catch cups, tripod, tongs, straw, blah 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 blah. Tools down there. This is what keeps the whole place warm. Oil filled radiator. It only comes on in the evenings at the moment, well overnight. It's on a thermostat as well, so when it drops down to about 18 degrees it clicks back on and turns up to, it can go up to about 25 degrees overnight, which it doesn't really need to, but it's nice to know it keeps it a nice warm steady temperature for everything, which is cool. Then we've just got some extra storage, bit of carpet because Jamie, my husky cross, likes to sleep down there when I'm out here. And yeah, that is pretty much the shed. That's pretty much it. Obviously I've got my Tough Mudder stuff. I'm a bit of a Tough Mudder nut, which is good. So yeah, that is the spiders and cycles shack. I know it looks a lot smaller on the inside than it is the other side. It's the outside. That is because when I built the shed last summer, we built a 8-foot by 16-foot shed, but that there is directly in the middle, so that's 8 foot, and on the other side is my wife's shed, and she does lots of crafty bits and stuff in there, so that's like her craft room, and this is where I come and hide from the children basically. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the shed. Obviously this collection is going to grow and get a bit bigger. This weekend, actually probably now whilst you're watching this video, well if you're watching it on Sunday when it was released, I am at Entocon, which is, I think it's also called Bugfest in Petersfield. So I will be getting some new stuff hopefully. I'm hoping to get a jumping spider. I'm also picking up another incei from Tarantulas online that he's got for me, and we'll see what else I get. So my next video will be the show video, I guess, if I'm brave enough to vlog it. If not, it'll be my sort of pickups and rehousing. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and I'll catch up with you next time. See you soon.